on the popularity of the entry-level In 1B, Micromax has recently launched its successor, the In 2B. Launched at a starting price of Rs 7,999, is In 2B the best purchase under Rs 10,000 segment? Keep watching the video to find out. But before that, hit the red subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you don't miss any of our latest tech videos. Starting up with its design first, the In 2B is a good-looking phone as well as a well-built one. On the rear side, you see a dual texture design with a dash of rays effect with a rectangle-shaped camera module and a Micromax branding. With 190 grams of weight and 8.6 mm of thickness, it's easy to use the phone single-handedly. Talking about the phone's physical overview, at the bottom you get a Type-C port, a primary mic and a headphone jack. On the left, you get a triple SIM tray, while on the right side, you have a power button and volume rocker. There's also a rear-mounted fingerprint sensor which is fast and accurate. And lastly, in the right bottom corner, there's a weirdly placed speaker. But long story short, for its asking price, the phone's design and build is fine. The In 2B features a pretty standard 6.5-inch HD Plus IPS LCD panel with a 60Hz refresh rate. And you know what guys, we thought this phone may have wideband L1 support because it has HD Plus display, but that's not true. This phone only supports wideband L3 certification. When it comes to its colors, it looked decent and even the viewing angles were also fine. So nothing spectacular here, but nothing to complain about either. Also, the phone's brightness is rated to peak at 400 nits, which is fine indoors. But don't expect a good time under direct sunlight. Apart from this, there's a dewdrop notch which features the phone's selfie camera. And while the phone has a large chin, its bezels are slim and overall it looks decent. Okay. When it comes to performance, the Micromax In 2B is powered by a UniSoc T610 processor. Though it's a new processor, but it's comparable to chips such as MediaTek G35. For day-to-day activities like web browsing and using social media, etc., we didn't face any issues. Also, multitasking and RAM management were good on this device. But when it comes to gaming on this phone, while you can play heavy games like BGMI with HD graphics and high frame rates without any major stutters and frame drops. But we would suggest if you want to purchase this phone for long sessions of gameplay, you should definitely consider buying the 6GB variant. Speaking of variants, you are getting two of them. 4GB RAM and 64GB storage on the entry-level variant and 6GB RAM on the higher variant. One of the best parts about the Micromax In 2B, just like the company's other recent devices, is its pure stock Android UI. The result is a clean, easy-to-use Android skin that doesn't annoy you with unnecessary features, apps, notifications, and other unwanted stuff. Of course, stock Android has its benefits. Coming to the phone's rear-facing single speaker, the output was surprisingly decent. Here's a sample. But because of its unusual placement, the sound gets easily muffled when you place the phone on a flat surface. I guess a bottom-facing speaker would have made more sense, but never mind. Apart from this, the phone's earpiece offers you good quality, and while attending the calls, the audio sounded loud and clear. In terms of connectivity, you get dual 4G, dual VoLTE support, you get Wi-Fi calling, native video calls, and call recording support as well. You also get support for 5 GHz Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.2. In terms of optics, the Micromax In 2B features dual rear cameras, a 13-megapixel primary lens supported by a secondary 2-megapixel depth lens. As for the image quality, most of the time you get to see natural color reproduction. But while the colors look true to source in images, the sharpness and details were possible. Even for the low-light photos, the output is not that great and the images really lack details. Finally, there's a 5-megapixel selfie camera which gives you good color reproduction in images, and skin tones are also handled well. But once again, when it comes to detail, it struggles. You also get the option to shoot portrait selfies with decent subject separation. Finally, here are some video samples.
So दोस्तों ये है एक क्विक वीडियो सैम्पल फ्रॉम द माइक्रोमैक्स इन 2B। यहाँ पे बोथ फ्रॉम द फ्रंट एंड रेयर कैमरा आप 1080p वीडियोस शूट कर सकते हैं। और यहाँ पे आप क्लियरली देख सकते हैं कि फोकसिंग का इशू आई थिंक यहाँ आ रहा है। राइट, यहाँ पे फोकसिंग का थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, बट इसके अलावा डायनामिक रेंज कैसी लग रही है आपको, ये आप मुझे कमेंट्स में ज़रूर बताइएगा।
Now coming on to its battery, the Micromax In packs in a large 5000 mAh battery with a 10 watts charger. The battery lasts for 1.5 to 2 days if you are a medium user. Light usage can stretch the battery to 2 days easily. But charging times are annoyingly slow courtesy to the 10 watts brick. As for the numbers, it takes approximately 150 minutes to completely charge the phone. Also guys, Micromax definitely needs to work on the build quality of their charging bricks. The Micromax In is a good budget device at Rs 7,999 with stock Android UI, long-lasting battery, decent design and performance. While it does have its flaws like a weirdly placed speaker, slow charging and average cameras, still the overall performance of the phone is comparable to its competitors, and the phone shines in terms of usability with its clean software experience. If usability and software are really important to you, the In is a solid option to consider under Rs 10,000. So guys, this was Micromax In review. Let us know in comments what do you think of this device. And also, don't forget to like and share this video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, you keep watching Mr. Phone.